Hi, welcome to another video update for the Tau Alumni Association. It is August 19th, 2018, and we have some very big news. We are making headway as an association, and we have the big news to present of the investment committee and the Tau Alumni Board have made a decision for future investments of the housing fund that we had. The investment committee was made up of our president for the board, Travis Drake, along with Mike Van Camp, Chad Smith, Zach Garner, and Blake Copley. These men made a recommendation to the alumni board. And this past Thursday, when we had an alumni board conference call, we've come to the determination that the housing fund money that we have set aside will be put into an investment account. And that investment account will be ran by our own alumnus, Buff Dormeyer. He has written a book on financing stock trading, and this is the one good thing of an alumni association that we can do is we can tap into the talents of alumni out there. So Mr. Dormeyer will be working with the alumni board here very shortly to get those funds set up and rolling so we can draw in some interest on the fund, and at any time we can pull those funds out too, so we're not locked in to a situation where we can't touch them at all. So per recommendation of the investment committee, the alumni board has taken the recommendations, and we're going forward with that. So a decision has been made pretty quick, considering the things happening with nationals and some of the benchmarks that we want to set with the active members of Delta Tau down at Indiana State. Speaking of that, we have been in contact with our president down there, Simeon, and he has wanted to pass on his thanks for the money raised for the Rush events. Those Rush events funds will be controlled pretty strictly, so the active chapter will be showing money that they spent, and then we'll reimburse them on that. Another thing to touch on coming up here pretty soon is the travel for the active chapter. They are supposed to go to certain events. We have cleared up with nationals our heritage account that we have. We will get up to about $3,000 a year to reimburse those gentlemen as they make their travels to certain cities. They have about either 2 to 4 events a year that they must attend, so we will be reimbursing those board members and active brothers who go to those events. I think the first event will be in January. It will be the Web Academy, which was also known as the President's Academy. So we'll be helping them out with hotel and lodging and stuff like that. So it's a really good fund to tap into each year. And yesterday we had Family Day. It was a pretty good turnout. We had just food and fellowship, food and brotherhood too. We got to meet some new people. We got to see the kids are growing, and we got to present alumnus Nick Wilson with his award that he won at the Nationals this year, and Brother Van Camp put him in for that award. So it's really great to get that recognition for Delta Tau and their alumni base. Another thing to bring up is Saturday, October 13th, 2018, is homecoming. Brother McLean, who sits on our board, he wanted to let people know that hotel rooms are being booked pretty solid. There's probably going to be about 8 to 10 alumnus going down. Right now, we're not in a situation where we're thinking we're going to put any money towards a tent. We are going to be projecting or shooting for 2019, possibly a bigger alumni event for homecoming 2019, where alumni from the board will be down there very early, getting the tent set up and getting food and drinks set up. So alumni who are coming out of town and don't want to spend the night can hang out at the tent all day. That way, the brothers who do the walk or the partial walk or whatever can come crash later, and you will have a rolling 6-7 hour event down there. It's something that myself and Brother Veenstra talked about. We could be possibly willing to get down there very early morning and get the ball rolling, but we're also looking for other volunteers and people in the area to help us out. So it's a bigger planning session than what people lead on, because we got to buy certain tents and certain permits and stuff like that. Another thing to think about is we need to give great positive feedback to the chapter right now and give them positive kudos. They are in the middle of their rush event. It's about a 3 to 4 week process. They just started this past weekend with helping freshmen move in. So we need to send them positive vibes, and I will be in contact with Simeon, the president, along President Drake will as well. But these guys are facing more obstacles that they have to follow as far as rules than what we ever had to imagine. So this is part of the alumni board reaching out and being a helping hand. Now, we're not going to do everything for them, but we've already given them legal, technical advice. We've already got the GoFundMe account set up for some rush money, and we really greatly appreciate for people who donated to that. So they were very appreciative, and they're going to send us a video as well and keep us updated, and that's going to be on the Facebook page coming up. I want you guys to have a great week. I'm glad that the investment committee gave great direction. This committee was very solid in thinking, reality-based, and very easy to work with. I'm glad a decision has been made so this Alumni Association can move forward. You guys have a great week. I'll talk to you later.